Hi, it's Carol from Allergy Free Living, and today we're going to do a butter dip biscuits. And it's going to be a little different because they're not little round things. They're in this. It's an 8 by 8 inch. And the first thing you're going to do is, this is real good by the way, butter. There is, let's check with my recipe here, a stick of butter melted, and you're going to, before you put the butter in, I did spray it with coconut oil. Then I melted the butter and I put it directly into the pan, as you can see. Then I'm going to take the rest of the recipe, and I forgot my bowl. That's what makes this so real. A real home project, right? She forgets her bowl. So what I'm going to do is, they call for 2.5 cups of gluten-free flour, and I use the Namaste, which is this. I've used it in my pantry. If you haven't seen it, the first video I did, it tells you all the things you need. So I'm going to put the flour in here. Then it calls for, let's make sure, 4 teaspoons. I put everything in anyways underneath the video. Then there's 4 teaspoons of baking powder. And they want you to use sea salt. Sea salt is this, it's like little granulars. It's much thicker than regular salt, and they want 2 teaspoons of that. And then you're going to, I just mix them. This is where, remember, I talked about a whisk. That would be handy to use. It really mixes it really well together. So, okay. Now, I always just tell you little tricks. In here, you see how I've put like a little gully in there. I put it in there so that they want you to have 1 3/4 cups of buttermilk. I'm going to make sure that it's nice and mixed. I'm going to pour the buttermilk right into that middle, and it's going to go over it. It's just that it's going to make it easier to mix. If you put it on the top, you're going to mix it. It's just when you put a hole in the middle, everything seems to mix in there better. And I just take my spatula and get the flour that was in the center off. And this really is a good recipe. Yes, it has butter. And what's wrong with butter? I mean, yes, if you can't have butter or there's substitutes, obviously, you know what you can and can't have. So I can have butter, thank goodness for that. There's so much I can't have. But I can have butter and I can have eggs. So that makes it really wonderful for me, being the cook that you know that I am. Okay, now, once I've gotten it mixed, I told you they told you to put the butter on the bottom. And then you're going to take this, the biscuit dough, I'm just checking to make sure, you're going to spread it out. Now, I'm just going to take my spatula and separate it. You heard that clunk? That's because the butter's on the bottom. Now, I'm going to mix this. Just to get it around here. Here we go. Now, I just am going to use my fingers I moistened them a little. You can put a little bit of flour on if you want as well. I just want to get this batter moved around and flattened. Now, like everything, could I sit here and get this to be perfectly straight, every little bit of a bump gone? Yeah, I guess I could, but I don't think that that's what everybody does, and everything isn't perfect. So there you go. Okay, now you see the butter moving all around in there? That's a good thing. Now, it says after you've done all this, you're going to take a sharp knife and cut the biscuit dough into 9 squares before baking. So you want to get a really good sharp knife. And I'm going to show you. So I did 2 lines, one here and one here. And then I'm going to do 3, 6, 9. There you go. So just so that you can see what they want. You see, they want you to do the lines ahead of time. And that's why I'm reading it from the directions. As you can see, I have my little trusty little thing here that holds my recipes. It keeps them cleaner. A lot of them have, marks on them, which show that they've been used and loved by everybody. Okay, so I put this in a preheated oven at 450. I know that seems like a lot, but it's what they say. And I've had it, and it's fantastic. So let's put this in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. You will know when it's done because it's going to be golden brown. And I'll be back to show you what it's supposed to look like. So let's get this in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And hi, I'm back again with this biscuits that we had in the oven, and they're done. So look, there you go. Now, I just want to show you what it looks like if we take it out. I had to let it cool off just a little. You don't want to get burned, but this is the bottom, and that is the top. And you see how it still has the perforations? When I put it in the oven, it told me to cut it with a knife. And see how easy it is to just cut them? This is my little knife there. You can even break them. And the thing is, it's still hot, so you've still got the steam coming up. But I'll tell you, these are really, really good. See the steam? Mm-hmm. I just want to show you exactly what it looks like. Some of them will come right out. Boy, it smells good. And I won't do what I did with the fudge. I made a fudge, and I did take a bite, and oh boy, any of you who haven't seen the fudge recipe, definitely make it, and you'll get a good laugh out of me loving every bit of it. So this is it. There you go. Okay? It is really very good. Now, I wanted to also tell you a couple of things. Is that as far as when I show you a product, people have asked me about this. like we use the flour, the Namaste flour. You have a couple of places you can get any of the products. If you go and watch my video on a must-have pantry, a lot of the products, the name, actually you can get them online. Stop and Shop has them, Shaw's. There's other grocery stores, maybe any local grocery stores, but if you go to the website, if you're having a problem finding them, they'll ask for your zip code and you can get information as to where to get it, hopefully through your zip code. But any questions, remember I've always said you can always ask me. And also I have a Facebook page now, and I want you guys to know about it because I have other things on my Facebook page that I don't do here. And it's called facebook.com/Carol, CAROL EATAGAIN /. So it's facebook.com/Carol.eatagain. Now, there's a lot of things on there, little hints and little tricks of the cooking trade. So I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I did. And we will see you again. Take care.